How's it going, guys? It's your boy Omi. We are back with another history of. We're checking out Godzilla today. I am really excited for this one. I know there's a ton of kaiju. I know there's hundreds of different types, but I know very little. I know just the ones that have been in the recent Godzilla films. Mothra. Shit. I think that's about it, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm going into this completely blind. I'm really excited to see not only just the history, more history on just Godzilla in general, the development of the actual character and the world of Godzilla. So guys, before we get into the reaction, make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Patreon. We got a bunch of exclusive content, and you can support your boy. Yeah, with that being said, let's get into the reaction, y'all.
Since 1954, Godzilla's been destroying cities, defining the kaiju genre, and claiming his crown as king of the monsters.
King of the Monsters is crazy sounding.
This video is going to cover every Godzilla project ever, from his black and white origins to the modern day Hollywood blockbusters.
Wow.
So sit back and relax. This is the complete history of Godzilla.
There was a very popular Godzilla movie that came out in Japan relatively recently.
Original film that would revolutionize live-action entertainment throughout the world.
Wow.
This story showcases a series of shipwrecks leading to Godzilla emerging and unleashing absurd levels of destruction upon Japan, causing viewers to confront the true cost of nuclear power. This original Godzilla project was directly inspired by the 1954 Lucky Dragon No. 5 incident, where a Japanese fishing crew was contaminated by U.S. hydrogen bomb testing. This unique premise took the world by storm. This film also featured Takashi Shimura, who was featured in several Akira Kurosawa projects, and this was an excellent cast overall. The film's special effects director was none other than Eiji Tsuburaya.
Tsuburaya, nice. Damn, this was like a golden era for Japan. Holy shit. Especially when it comes to entertainment.
The suit weighed 200 pounds, or about 90 kilograms, and was so hot inside, with poor ventilation, that Godzilla's suit actor Haruo Nakajima could only last a few minutes before needing a break.
Dang.
In Japan, audiences took the film seriously as an anti-nuclear war film, where supposedly a lot of people cried in the theater due to it being presented as a nuclear horror film, rather than a simple monster movie.
Godzilla, King
Yeah.
of Monsters. Incredible.
The commentary was already there, man.
Re-released as Godzilla King of the Monsters with Raymond Burr added. The film was a massive box office success in Japan and internationally, grossing over 183 million yen, a record for Toho at the time.
Damn.
Its success spawned the entire kaiju boom of the 1950s and 60s and established Toho as the global leader in special effects filmmaking. Going forward, Toho would immediately start work on sequels.
Sorry if I don't have much commentary on these ones, y'all. I usually just absorb the info. With that, let me just reverse this.
Going forward, Toho would immediately start work on sequels. After the success of the original film, Toho released Godzilla Raids Again in 1955, continuing with the dark, serious tone of the first movie. The story follows two pilots who accidentally discover Godzilla on a remote island as he battles a new monster, Ongidus.
First monster I've seen.
Franchise, laying the foundation for future kaiju showdowns. Eiji Tsuburaya returned as special effects director, further refining the suitmation techniques introduced in the first film. Haruo Nakajima portrayed Godzilla once again, working inside another heavy suit to bring the creature's weight and presence to life. Katsumi Tezuka played Ongidus, giving the new monster a fierce and animalistic personality. Their battles were filmed among detailed miniature cities, providing scale and adding realism to the destruction. The tone remained somber, focused on post-war anxiety and the destructive consequences of nuclear power. The film performed well in Japan, but its US release was heavily altered and retitled Gigantus the Fire Monster.
Oh my god, this is actually, there's so much information. This is awesome.
Is notable for expanding the Godzilla universe and proving that the franchise had long-term storytelling potential. From here, Toho began developing a larger role in kaiju, leading directly into the monster crossover films that would define the series for decades.
Is that Kong? Who is that?
In 1962, Toho brought two
Wow, 62 this came out. The first King Kong versus Godzilla.
a film that marked a major turning point in the franchise.
Wow.
The story follows a media corporation that brings King Kong to Japan as a publicity stunt, only for him to collide with Godzilla when he reawakens. This project was the definition of an unstoppable force meeting the
Immovable object. That's cool.
This movie features the return of Eiji Tsuburai's special effects, leading into a more colorful, larger-than-life tone compared to the darker early entries. Haruo Nakajima
Wow.
continued portraying Godzilla, while Shoichi Hirose performed inside the King Kong suit. Their suitmation duel was designed to feel heavy and chaotic, taking place across mountains, cities, and eventually Mount Fuji itself. The film also reshaped Godzilla's identity moving forward. Instead of just being a symbol of nuclear horror, Godzilla was on his way to becoming a titan of pop culture, capable of starring in grand monster battles and crossover events. King Kong vs. Godzilla became the highest-grossing Godzilla film in Japan at the time,
Dang.
displaying the franchise's
Ugh.
commercial power. Its
Nice
success
effects.
directly inspired Toho to continue leaning into its shared monster universe approach, leading to the Showa era's ensemble films and the rise of franchise icons like Mothra, Ghidorah, and Rodan.
Mothra, I know Mothra. Mothra.
Before, Toho released Mothra vs. Godzilla, widely regarded as one of the strongest entries in the early Godzilla series.
64. Wow.
Egg washed ashore after a typhoon, which a greedy corporation attempts to exploit. When Godzilla emerges once again, two tiny priestesses called Shobijin plead for humanity to return the egg so Mothra can protect it.
Oh my
This ultimately
gosh.
leads to a clash between Godzilla and Mothra. Haruo Nakajima continued portraying Godzilla, bringing a heavier, more animalistic performance to the role this time. Mothra was brought to life by a combination of puppetry, wire work, and detailed miniature effects to make for a completely unique
Dude,
monster.
look at the set design. I can't get over this.
Destruction sequences, especially Godzilla tearing through industrial Japan.
Legit, like I'm so sorry I don't have much commentary. I'm in legit awe right now. The set design, all of this. I would love to see this in modern day, dude. Just no effects, everything practical.
Toho's interconnected kaiju world. Mothra vs. Godzilla was a critical and commercial success, remembered for its emotional weight and one of the most impressive monster battles of the Showa era. Its strong
Nice.
reception encouraged Toho to continue exploring
I like how they
monsters
depicted Mothra.
paving the way for the films that would define the rest of the era. Later in 1964, Toho
Ghidorah, the three-headed monster.
Ghidorah, the
Whoa.
three-headed monster, which
That guy's hit.
introduced King Ghidorah, who would become one of Godzilla's most iconic adversaries. The story follows a princess who warns of global
Ghidorah.
catastrophe just as a meteor
The twins.
crashes into the golden three-headed space dragon Ghidorah. This film saw Godzilla transition from a destructive villain into a reluctant protector. Haruo Nakajima again portrayed Godzilla, while Rodan returned with updated effects. King Ghidorah's portrayal combined wire-controlled heads, impressive costume design, and pyrotechnics.
Dude, because it's like a mix of flight and wait. I'd like to go back just real quick.
The story follows a princess who warns of global catastrophe.
Cause Ghidorah, how they? Well. I wouldn't say two different suits. They probably took out the person.
Into a reluctant protector. Haruo Nakajima again portrayed Godzilla, while
Oh
Rodan
man, they put on a wire. Then on the ground, humans in there.
impressive costume design and pyrotechnics, creating a monster that felt otherworldly and overwhelming. The Shobijin once again served as emotional anchors of the story. Eiji Tsuburai's special effects team delivered ambitious choreography, emphasizing the personality of these characters.
Nice.
Godzilla and Rodan's early conflict, followed by their eventual alliance, set the foundation for Godzilla's evolution into a heroic figure throughout the rest of the Showa era. This film was both a commercial and narrative milestone. It introduced Godzilla's arch-nemesis, expanded the kaiju roster into an interconnected mythology, and proved that audiences were interested in seeing a world with recurring characters instead of
So
just
now we're getting some lore.
from here forward, Godzilla's films lean confidently into ensemble storytelling,
Okay.
setting the stage for the massive kaiju team-up films that followed.
Oh man. Phoenix? No, it's Mothra.
1965,
Invasion of Astro Monster.
into full science fiction territory with Invasion of Astro Monster. The story follows
65. Wow, they're just pumping out this stuff. The twins are back.
Godzilla and Rodan are transported into space to help them, but the aliens soon reveal a plan to control all three monsters and conquer Earth. Haruo Nakajima once again
Sorry, I
performed as
missed a little bit of
Godzilla.
info.
With more expressive movements, Toho expanded the Godzilla universe into full science fiction territory with Invasion of Astro Monster. The story follows astronauts who make contact with an alien race from planet X, who claim they need help defeating King Ghidorah. Godzilla and Rodan are transported into space to help them, but the aliens soon reveal a plan to control all three monsters and conquer Earth. Haruo Nakajima once again performed as Godzilla with more expressive movements and personality. The film also starred American actor Nick Adams, whose enthusiastic performance helped market the movie internationally.
Mark Adams, wow.
King Ghidorah returned as the central threat, brought to life by complex wirework and synchronized suit acting.
Dude, I Ghidorah so far might be my favorite kaiju.
This film marks one of the earliest
Actually,
examples of
like,
Godzilla being framed as a
dude,
cultural icon rather than just
from like a suit making standpoint, like Subaraya, man.
pose became a famous
I mean,
pop
wow, what the heck is that? What the heck was that?
shift towards life. This film marks one of the earliest examples of Godzilla being framed as a cultural icon rather than just a destructive
Cool.
The moment where Godzilla performed a victory pose became a famous pop cultural image, reflecting the franchise.
That kind of looks like Year 5.
Lighter, more fantasy-focused storytelling during the Showa era. Invasion of Astro
Maybe a little bit of
was
influence
successful
there.
both in Japan and overseas, once again proving that Godzilla could thrive in global markets. The success encouraged Toho to continue blending sci-fi elements with monster combat in an ongoing continuity, leading directly into the absolutely loaded kaiju films that defined the late 1960s and 1970s.
Wow.
In 1966, Toho placed Godzilla into a tropical adventure with Ebirah, Horror of the Deep. The story centers on
They were able to do this damn near annually, yo.
stumble upon a secret terrorist organization on a remote island. When they
Ah.
awaken Godzilla to help them escape, he ends up battling Ebirah, a giant sea monster that guards
I do not like this Ebira.
destruction setting.
Ebira.
Most of the film takes place on beaches, jungles, and open water, giving the kaiju action a different visual style than usual. Haruo Nakajima returned once again as Godzilla, while the giant lobster-like Ebirah was brought to life through detailed suit design and underwater miniature work. The shift in environment allowed Eiji Tsubaraya's effects.
Oh, I like that. I like how that's set.
Particularly water-based combat and unique set pieces. This movie also features Mothra in a brief but important role, reinforcing the interconnected kaiju universe established in earlier films.
Nice.
The tone continued the trend towards lighter,
What?
more adventurous storytelling.
What culture is that? Is that supposed to be Hawaiian culture?
Rather than just a destructive monster. While Ebirah, Horror of the Deep didn't reach the same critical
Let me know, y'all. Or is it supposed to be like fictional, like inverse?
showed that Godzilla films could explore new genres and formats. This
These tiny twins again.
is fresh, setting the tone for the more playful and fantasy-focused direction of the late Showa era.
Ah.
In 1967,
Son of Godzilla. Son of Godzilla.
with Son of Godzilla.
Son.
The story takes place on an island where a group of scientists attempt a weather control experiment. Their testing awakens Godzilla and leads to the discovery of Minila, a young Godzilla-like creature. As
Minila is so funny.
monstrous mantis Kamakuras threaten the island, Godzilla steps into an unexpected role.
Wow.
Protector and parent. The Minila suit and puppetry gave the film a softer look.
Wow.
The massive spider
Ugh.
kaiju was animated through intricate wirework
Disgusting.
and rigging.
I like this one though.
Team's experimentation with new creature movement styles.
I like that. I like the mantis kaiju.
The tone marked a clear move by Toho towards family-friendly adventure.
Haha.
Some longtime viewers were surprised by the gentler storytelling. The film resonated with younger audiences and became a foundational entry in depicting Godzilla as a heroic and sympathetic figure rather than a symbol of terror.
Wow. So they're really transitioning here.
Broader appeal and demonstrated Toho's willingness to evolve Godzilla to match cultural shifts of the late
Yeah.
1960s.
That's
This
fair.
direction paved the way for the more colorful, team-focused kaiju films that would define the next stage of the Showa era. In 1968, Toho delivered one of the most ambitious films of the Showa era with
Okay. Destroy all monsters. This is a cool name.
Kaiju are peacefully contained on Monsterland, a controlled island environment. When an alien race called the Kilaks seizes control of the monsters, they unleash Godzilla, Rodan,
Is that a T-Rex?
and others upon major cities worldwide. Eventually, humanity fights back, freeing the monsters just in time for them to unite against King Ghidorah in a climactic final battle.
All of them fight. Ghidorah is a menace, dude.
Up to that point, making it a milestone crossover. Well,
This is one of the worst kaijus. Ghidorah is an absolute menace.
Nakajima once again portrayed Godzilla, delivering a commanding presence amid large-scale team-based monster choreography. The effects work featured massive
Oh,
miniature
that's a
cityscapes,
terrifying
coordinated
suit.
wire puppetry, and multi-suit action sequences.
I like the set design though. Damn.
Suburaya's suitmation style. Destroy All Monsters was originally intended to serve as the grand finale of the franchise, wrapping
Wow.
up years of interconnected storylines and character arcs. The film was a commercial success and became a fan favorite, especially internationally.
Wow.
Its legacy shaped how future Godzilla crossover films would be structured, proving once again that the kaiju ensemble format had undeniable staying power. In 1969, Toho released
All Monsters Attack.
aimed primarily at younger audiences
Okay.
during a period when the studio was facing tighter budgets. The story follows a young boy named Ichiro who escapes from his mundane life by dreaming about Monster Island. There, he befriends Minila, and the film parallels their journeys, blending real-world struggles with kaiju fantasy.
Oh no, he doesn't throw him like. Dude, that over. That judo throw was crazy.
Godzilla and Ebirah, Horror of the Deep, due to financial limitations. However, Haruo Nakajima still provided new scenes that emphasized Godzilla's protective and mentor-like role. While All Monsters Attack was met with mixed reception, especially from older fans, it resonated strongly with children and reflected the culture of the late 1960s Japan.
Okay.
Over time, the film gained appreciation for its unique place in the franchise as the most explicitly character-driven entry of the era. This film showed that Godzilla could adapt to different tones and audiences.
Okay, they're in the 70s now. 71, yeah.
Godzilla series in a bold new direction.
Immediately can tell by the aesthetic.
The story introduces Hedorah, a creature that feeds on pollution and grows into a grotesque sludge monster as industrial waste spreads across Japan. As the environment deteriorates and
Whoa.
people suffer from toxic smog, Godzilla emerges to confront Hedorah in a battle
Whoa.
that gives a clear warning about the consequences of unchecked pollution. This film stands out
Oh, this does have
visually
like a.
and
Okay, it has like a little more commentary.
Tsubano incorporated surreal imagery, animated sequences, and darker, almost psychedelic atmosphere inspired
Yeah.
by real-world environmental concerns of
Yeah.
the era. Haruo Nakajima portrayed Godzilla with renewed intensity, while Hedorah
He did the
was
Ultraman
focused on
stance.
suit acting, puppetry, and practical effects. Unlike the lighter tone of the films immediately
Cool
before,
effects.
Godzilla
Wow, look at these guys.
turned to a more ominous, message-driven narrative, similar to the original Godzilla from 1954.
This is one of the better
Battle
suits.
sequence that became one of the most memorable moments in the franchise. Over the years, this film earned a cult following for its creativity, strong environmental themes, and willingness to challenge the audience's expectations. But Toho considered the film too experimental, and they quickly pivoted back to a more straightforward style going
Okay.
forward.
Fair.
In 1972, the Godzilla franchise continued
Gigan.
forward with Godzilla vs. Gigan, introducing
Gigan.
the cyborg kaiju Gigan, who would become one of
Cyborg
Godzilla's
kaiju.
The story follows a cartoonist who uncovers a plot by aliens disguised as humans to conquer.
Oh, yo, that was a crazy move. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, dude, no. Does he only use his back to attack?
Godzilla vs. Gigan, introducing the cyborg kaiju.
The sense of motion was just crazy.
Famous enemies. The story follows a cartoonist
Look at
who
this.
uncovers a plot by aliens disguised as humans to conquer.
That looks like it just hurt.
King Ghidorah and the newly arrived Gigan to wreak havoc, forcing Godzilla and Anguirus to team up in a massive tag team battle to save the planet. Haruo Nakajima again portrayed Godzilla, bringing physical weight and presence to the choreography.
Wow.
Gigan's design, equipped with a buzzsaw built into his torso and side
No.
added a brutal new combat style to the series.
Oh, they added some blood.
Heavy use of city miniatures and explosive destruction effects, giving a lot of impact to the conflict. Anguirus also returned, reinforcing his evolving role as Godzilla's ally. This entry leaned heavily into action-focused storytelling and embraced a more comic book-like tone. The film also
Anguirus.
features Godzilla and Anguirus communicating through roars that were translated on screen.
So it's Ghidorah and the other one.
One of the early projects. Godzilla vs. Gigan was popular with younger audiences,
And Gigan were on. They were like this. They were homies.
Gigan's debut added a fresh and visually striking villain to the franchise, leading to future appearances and making him a fan favorite. The film's bold monster design and exciting combat carried the series forward during the early 1970s.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh, nice move.
In 1973, Toho fully embraced a kid-friendly tone with Godzilla vs. Megalon. The story follows an underground civilization called Seatopia who become angered by pollution and nuclear testing on
The
the surface.
combat's nice in
In
this.
retaliation, they unleash
That guy looks like,
a
kind
giant
of looks like
robot
Ultraman a little bit.
to destroy humanity. In order to stop him, a pair of inventors call on Jet Jaguar,
Dude.
a robot who grows into a giant and teams up with Godzilla to battle Megalon and Gaidon in a tag team battle.
What?
Godzilla fully embraces the hero role, fighting to protect Earth instead of acting as a threat. Jet Jaguar was originally designed through a Toho-sponsored contest for kids.
Ah, Jet Jaguar.
Suitmation choreography was more stylized and
Yeah.
exaggerated than usual.
I love
Style
this.
that was reminiscent of pro wrestling. The film was produced with a lower budget and reused effect shots from earlier movies, but its bright tone, colorful designs, and energetic monster battles made it memorable for audiences.
I feel like this is like one of the movies I'd enjoy.
It eventually gained cult status, especially in Western markets through TV syndication and home video. Its over-the-top charm and lighthearted energy made this project peak 1970s Godzilla.
Nice. Nice. Transform Henshin. Zone Fighter.
Revolving around the Zone family.
What?
Alien defenders from the planet Peaceland who come to Earth to protect humanity from the invading
The planet Peaceland is
This
nice.
show is reminiscent of the Ultraman franchise.
Yeah, it does look like Ultraman.
As well as other famous kaiju like Gigan, King Ghidorah, and Megalon.
Nice. They want to compete a little bit.
A cult following over the years due to how unique it was. In 1974, Toho
Mecha Godzilla is so crazy. Who made Mecha Godzilla?
strange attacks and omens across Japan that lead to the reveal of Mechagodzilla, a weapon created by alien invaders known as the Black Hole Planet 3 aliens. As
The
fans,
Black Hole
Godzilla
Planet
is
3
a
aliens.
guardian kaiju from Okinawan legend to stop the mechanical monster before it destroys the world. Mechagodzilla's design and portrayal marked a major evolution.
Why does it look exactly like Godzilla?
Godzilla's natural strength and presence, Mechagodzilla used lasers, missiles, force fields, and heavy artillery.
That's a cool prosthetic. Oh my god, the mask was so well designed.
Technology versus nature dynamic created a new type of conflict in the series. Haruo Nakajima had retired,
Tech versus nature.
so Godzilla was now performed by Shinji Takagi, who maintained the character's confident, heroic demeanor in his performance.
Nice.
The film blended science fiction and mythology, drawing from real Okinawan cultural influences and contemporary sci-fi aesthetics. The action featured explosive battles, long-range beam duels, and
Dude, they're actually burning them.
forces,
How do they do that?
stylized and dynamic special effects. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla was a commercial success, and it helped reinvigorate the franchise as it neared its 20th anniversary.
Dude, Mecha Gods. This is another one that I'd actually enjoy watching.
Multiple eras and continuity.
I just like the concept. This is very funny to me.
Spectacle gave Toho the momentum it needed going forward. In 1975,
Terror of Mecha. Yeah. I could see why they would go for Mecha Godzilla again.
and somber follow-up to the previous film. The story follows a disgraced
No way he can fly.
who allies with the alien invaders to seek revenge on humanity. They rebuild Mechagodzilla and unleash the powerful aquatic
They
kaiju
rebuild?
Titanosaurus, leading to one of Godzilla's most emotionally charged battles as he fights to stop both monsters and prevent global destruction. This film marked the return of Ishiro Honda, the director of the original Godzilla film from 1954, bringing back a weightier tone and a lot of depth to the story.
Wow.
The narrative centers on tragedy, isolation, and the consequences of obsession, reflected through Dr. Mafune and his daughter,
Wow.
whose tragic connection to Mechagodzilla.
This is so well shot. That shot was so nice. Dude.
Effects team refined Mechagodzilla's design, making him look sharper, more imposing, and more expressive.
The camera work look is awesome to me.
Inherently evil, but who was manipulated into violence. Godzilla's final battle against both creatures had a raw, physical intensity, emphasizing his struggle to win. Though Terror of Mechagodzilla didn't perform very well at the box office during its original release, it was praised for its strong storytelling and emotional weight. Over time, it became recognized as a powerful and fitting
Whoa.
conclusion to the Showa era, closing the chapter on Godzilla before the series went on hiatus.
Nice. Title card. Hanna-Barbera. Oh, it's a Hanna-Barbera production. Whoa.
Godzilla made the jump to Saturday morning TV with Godzilla the Animated Series, produced by Hanna-Barbera. The show follows a research crew traveling the oceans aboard a ship
Wow.
accompanied by Godzilla,
American.
summoned via a signal device whenever danger arises. This version of Godzilla was redesigned with a more upright posture and softer features. He communicated through recognizable roars and often emerges dramatically from the ocean to rescue the crew. The show also introduced Godzuki, a small comical relative of Godzilla who provided lighthearted moments and served as a character that younger viewers could connect with.
Nice.
Since this was produced by an American studio rather than Toho, the tone emphasized adventure and teamwork rather than destruction or symbolism. The animation style reflected Hanna-Barbera's established look, and while the action was toned down for children's TV standards, the series helped introduce Godzilla to a new generation of viewers outside Japan. The success of this show expanded Godzilla's global cultural footprint. It's remembered today for its iconic theme song, its strong sense of adventure, and its role in keeping Godzilla relevant during a
Okay,
quieter period
okay.
in the franchise's history.
That sound good? Did I wake y'all up?
Franchise, ignoring all previous sequels and acting as a direct follow-up to the 1954 original. In this film, Japan finds itself facing Godzilla's reappearance after he's been gone for decades, triggering political tension as both the United States and
Oh,
the Soviet
damn.
Union
Wait. Let me run this back real quick.
The Return of Godzilla marked the
Return of Godzilla. Okay.
ignoring all previous
Wow.
sequels and acting as a direct
Yo, the sense of scale is always here. I wish they just kept prosthetics, man, and just shot downwards instead of just.
triggering political tension as both the United States and the Soviet Union pressured Japan to let them
Wow.
use nuclear weapons to stop the monster. The film leans heavily into Cold War themes, presenting Godzilla as an uncontrollable natural force rather than a hero. Godzilla's new design is larger, heavier, and more menacing, with smaller eyes and a more
Dude.
style that brought a terrifying new presence to the
Yeah.
monsters.
The city scale just looks awesome with Godzilla, man.
Focusing on the government and the media's response to what was happening. The climax features Japan deploying the
Holy shit, that's so cool. I love that because
aircraft designed specifically to counter Godzilla.
because earlier on I was seeing a bunch of like open field stuff. It wasn't the Godzilla I sort of recognized. Now that I'm seeing it in the sort of a metropolis scape sort of aesthetic, this is the Godzilla I recognize and I can kind of associate with. I digress.
Godzilla, representing full-scale military escalation. This film relaunched Godzilla for modern audiences and set the tone for the Heisei era. More serious, more
The
political,
Heisei
and
era.
with Godzilla reimagined as a terrifying, awe-inspiring force. Godzilla vs. Biollante continued the Heisei era,
Biollante, I like that name.
exploring the topic of genetic engineering and the ethical dangers of scientific ambition. The
Wow.
story follows a grieving scientist who, after losing his daughter, attempts to preserve her memory by splicing her cells with a rose and Godzilla's DNA. The result is Biollante, a massive plant kaiju that evolves
What?
into increasingly monstrous forms. Meanwhile, Godzilla escapes
His daughter,
drawn towards
a rose, and Godzilla's DNA.
emotional tragedy with real-world science themes, reflecting late 1980s
Biollante.
biotechnology.
Whoa, I like how the prosthetics now are just top tier. They're looking better and better to me.
Biolante's design was strikingly original, shifting away from the traditional reptilian kaiju style and emphasizing
Wow.
something alien and unique.
Wow.
Godzilla retained his imposing, destructive presence, depicted as a natural force rather than a villain or hero. Since the film's initial release, it's gained widespread acclaim for its bold creativity, dramatic story, and complexity. Today, Godzilla vs. Biollante is remembered as one of the most unique and artistically ambitious entries in the franchise.
I like artistically ambitious. I like that. I like the sounds of that, and I like the look of it. It looks weird.
The Heisei era by experimenting with themes of time travel.
Ghidorah.
The origin
King
of
Ghidorah. Okay, they brought him back.
centers around visitors from the future who claim they
This is the
once
90s.
Japan's destruction, but instead secretly plan to erase Godzilla and replace him with a monster they can control. Their actions lead to the creation of King Ghidorah, now reimagined as a bioengineered anti-Godzilla superweapon.
So Ghidorah at this point is just okay.
Returns stronger than ever, leading to the two titans clashing in some of the Heisei era's most iconic large-scale destruction sequences.
Nice.
The film
Damn.
explores Godzilla's backstory, revealing that he originated from a dinosaur mutated by nuclear testing,
Okay.
reinforcing the series' themes of unintended nuclear consequences and military escalation.
Nikon advert. Damn, a lot of advertisements. Getting
Ghidorah's later transformation into Mecha King Ghidorah raises the stakes even further.
Mecha King Ghidorah.
For its depiction of wartime history, it was a major box office success and solidified Godzilla's role as a
Nice.
cultural
Ghidorah
symbol.
even before it was a box office
Today,
success, so I
Godzilla
get
vs.
it.
King Ghidorah is remembered for its ambitious storytelling, bold reinterpretation of the series' origins, and one of the franchise's most memorable monster rivalries.
One thing that's underrated. One thing that's quite underrated are the model planes and the actual effects when it comes to the flight. That's been a consistent theme throughout. That's been a consistent theme throughout all of these movies so far, and I feel like you're subtly seeing more and more of the evolution of just that sort of cinematography where you're catching like a moving object, right? I think that that's such a cool, very minor, but such a cool just progression in general, you know.
Godzilla vs. Mothra returned the franchise to one of its most classic rivalries, reframing it through an environmental lens.
Mothra,
The story
yep.
begins when an ancient egg containing Mothra is discovered, along with a darker counterpart, Batra, a guardian monster created to punish humanity for
Batra.
damaging Earth. As Godzilla
Ah,
awakens
haha.
and begins causing destruction once again, the two creatures clash before eventually turning their attention to Godzilla himself.
The
The
twins.
film reintroduces the Shobi gene, whose role is to communicate Mothra's peaceful
Shobi
intentions
gene.
and warn humanity of the consequences of ecological imbalances.
Dang.
The battles are huge and emotional, emphasizing themes of natural harmony versus human
I hate that
exploitation.
one. I hate that.
Godzilla
I
is
hate this
positioned
one.
as an unstoppable destructive force, while
He's
Mothra
he's
becomes a
so
symbol of
gross
sacrifice
looking,
and
dude.
loyalty.
Ugh.
This entry was one of the biggest commercial
Giant
hits of
slug.
the Heisei era, resonating strongly with audiences due to its environmental messaging and nostalgic return of Mothra. Godzilla vs. Mothra stands as a spectacle-driven kaiju film and a reminder of the fragile balance between humanity and the natural world.
Very cute.
In 1992, Godzilla took an unexpected turn with Godzilla.
Nice. Godzilla. I like that.
Aimed at young children. Instead of destructive terror, this version of Godzilla is a friendly cartoon dinosaur who sings, plays, and teaches lessons alongside cartoon versions of other kaiju, like Mothra, Rodan, Anguirus, and Ghidorah. The goal wasn't to teach trauma, it was to help kids learn numbers, shapes, and social skills. This project
I like
reflects
this.
how deeply Godzilla had become a cultural icon in Japan.
Yeah.
By this point, the character wasn't just a monster, he was a mascot. Toho embraced the idea that Godzilla could be many things to many audiences, including a fun children's character. The tone of the show was playful, and it featured a lot of sing-alongs. While completely different from any standard Godzilla film, Godzilla is remembered fondly for showing the franchise's flexibility. It represents the era where Godzilla wasn't just a movie monster, he was a beloved part of everyday Japanese pop culture.
I think that's awesome. It's a good transition. Mechagodzilla? Mechagodzilla 2.
Spectacle with Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, a Heisei era entry that reimagined Mechagodzilla not as an alien weapon, but as a human-built defense machine
Okay.
designed to finally stop Godzilla once and for all.
Oh. They reimagined it in the sequel?
Unit constructing a new Mechagodzilla from the remains of Mecha King Ghidorah. But Godzilla's return complicates everything, especially when a newly discovered baby Godzilla emerges. This film also introduced Rodan back into the
Dude, who is Godzilla having these babies with? Who is he getting it on with, dude? Where are these babies coming from?
The narrative about baby Godzilla forming connections with humans and Godzilla protecting it helped audiences see Godzilla as a living creature with instinct and purpose,
Ah,
rather than just
humanized a little bit.
monster. The special effects team delivered some of the best suitmation and miniature work of the era, with Mechagodzilla's bulky military-industrial design standing out as one of
So
Toho's
cool.
most ambitious creations.
So cool.
The movie performed strongly and reinforced
The chrome,
series'
everything chrome, so
serious
cool.
character-driven continuity. Going forward, this shift in tone allowed Godzilla to evolve into a conflicted guardian, a theme that would define the remainder of the Heisei era. In 1994, the Heisei era
Space
began
Godzilla.
Space Godzilla, introducing one of Godzilla's most unusual adversaries. The story follows Space Godzilla, a mutated clone of Godzilla formed when Godzilla's cells drifted into space and were transformed by a black hole. Space Godzilla arrives on Earth with overwhelming power, threatening both humanity and little Godzilla, who was still developing under Godzilla's protection. This film also features the return of Moguera, a revamped mecha
Whoa.
from Toho's 1957 film
Cool.
Syrians, now reimagined as humanity's newest anti-Godzilla weapon. The
Cool.
conflict becomes a three-way struggle. Humanity's attempt to stop Godzilla, Godzilla defending Little Godzilla, and Space Godzilla attempting to conquer the planet. The emotional hook
Space
centers on
Godzilla
Godzilla's
just
role
sounds
as a
crazy.
protective
And
parent,
this whole storyline sounds crazy. This whole storyline sounds very, very tough to follow. But I would watch this. I'd definitely watch this.
The emotional hook centers on Godzilla's growing role as a protective parent,
Mm.
which built on themes established in the prior film. While reactions were mixed, the movie stands out for its ambitious premise.
Yeah, that is ambitious.
And the memorable visual contrast between Godzilla's raw power and Space Godzilla's crystal-based abilities. The film continues
Crystal-based.
the trend of
Cool.
developing Godzilla as more than just a force of destruction, setting the stage for the series' final arc.
Dude, Space Godzilla. Destroyer.
Finale with Godzilla vs. Destroyer. The film sees Godzilla's body undergoing a catastrophic meltdown.
Oh, shit.
With unstable burning energy as he approaches a state that could destroy the entire planet. At the same time, a new monster emerges, Destroyer, a creature born from the same weapon that killed the original.
So wait. Weakened Godzilla?
New monster emotional and dramatic finale with Godzilla vs. Destroyer. The film sees Godzilla's body undergoing a catastrophic meltdown, glowing with unstable burning energy as he approaches a state that could destroy the entire planet.
Whoa.
At the same time, a new monster emerges, Destroyer, a creature born from the same weapon that killed the original 1950.
Is he?
Bringing the franchise
What the hell does Godzilla have
continues on
going on?
with Little Godzilla, now called Godzilla Jr., who's
Godzilla
targeted
Jr.
by Destroyer in a brutal and emotional conflict.
No way.
Becomes not just survival, but the protection and legacy of his successor. The film was remembered for its heavy tone, high stakes, and one of the most impactful endings in Godzilla's history.
Wow.
The end of this film closed out the Heisei continuity with a sense of tragedy and respect. It marked a deliberate pause for the franchise. With Toho
This
retiring
seems
Godzilla
intense,
years
yo.
after this, letting this finale stand as the definitive conclusion to that era of the character.
Oh my gosh, yo, that's such a great conclusion. It looks like such a great conclusive movie, Godzilla Island.
Composed of nearly 250 episodes. Instead
Oh.
of using actors in suits or animation, the show was filmed using
Figures?
action figures. The story takes place on Godzilla Island,
Cool.
a place where Earth's kaiju live in relative peace, until alien invaders begin causing trouble, prompting Godzilla and his fellow monsters to defend their home. The cast of
Dude, what the hell is
cast,
this?
featuring nearly every major Toho kaiju of the era: Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra, Incubus, King Caesar, and many others. Plus several new kaiju made specifically for the show. The series embraced serialized storytelling, strong characters, and a surprisingly playful tone. Godzilla Island reflects just
Okay.
how deeply embedded Godzilla had become in Japan. This wasn't about destruction or horror, it was about fun. The show was inexpensive to produce, but it turned Godzilla into a staple of TV, just like he had become.
Look how he's walking. Godzilla. Oh yeah.
In 1998, Hollywood
1998.
its own take on the franchise with a film simply titled Godzilla, directed by Roland Emmerich and starring Matthew Broderick. This version
Yo, I think I might have watched this one.
mutated iguana created by French nuclear testing. The story follows Godzilla arriving in New York City, where a team of scientists and military forces attempt to study, track, and eventually
Matthew Broderick.
nests and reproduces within the city. Unlike the Japanese version, this Godzilla was portrayed as an animal driven by survival, rather than a symbol of nuclear trauma. The change in design
Yeah, I definitely have watched
drew
this.
strong backlash from longtime fans and Toho themselves, who later reclassified this creature as Zilla to distinguish it from the original character. Despite negative reviews from critics and audiences expecting a traditional
Has
Godzilla,
negative
it was a
reviews?
major financial success and launched an animated sequel series that
Oh, okay. Major financial success, but the reviews weren't great.
legacy. The
Fair.
1998 film is remembered as a bold but controversial reinvention that emphasized Hollywood spectacle over the thematic depth that the franchise had already established.
Ah, I see why it would get bad ratings. Godzilla the series.
Controversial 1998 American Godzilla film, the franchise took a new turn with Godzilla the series. This animated continuation
Have I watched this? I don't think so.
with a surviving Godzilla hatchling.
I don't recognize this.
Unlike the movie version,
Dang.
more heroic and kaiju-like traits. The show follows a research team as they travel the world confronting new monsters and threats. This version of Godzilla was capable, intelligent, and loyal.
Yeah.
Despite a wide variety of enemy kaiju,
He's so slender.
alien beasts, and even deep-sea monsters. The series leaned heavily into adventurous storytelling and kaiju action, earning praise for treating Godzilla with more respect than the film had
Okay.
inspired. Although
Okay.
it existed outside of Toho's main continuities, the series became well regarded by fans for essentially
This looks really well done.
redesign and re-establishing Godzilla's identity as a force of nature and protector. Today it stands as a rare example of a sequel project outshining the film it followed.
Oh, we're bringing back the suit. Okay.
In 1999, the franchise returned to Japan with
Yeah.
Godzilla
Yeah. This is what I wanted.
continuity separate from the Heisei era. This film re-established Godzilla as an unpredictable force of nature, while also introducing a new human organization, the Godzilla Prediction Network, dedicated to studying and tracking him rather than destroying him.
Okay.
The story centers on
Cool.
an ancient alien probe that awakens, evolves, and ultimately transforms into the kaiju Orga, leading to a dramatic
Orga.
clash with Godzilla. The film was a deliberate response to the 1998 American adaptation, returning Godzilla to his powerful,
Yeah.
territorial, and awe-inspiring roots.
Yes.
Godzilla's design features sharper dorsal plates, a more rugged body, and a dramatic spine glow during his atomic breath, becoming one of the most recognizable looks of the Millennium era.
Yeah.
While a massive blockbuster, the film succeeded in resetting the tone of the series and restoring audiences' trust. Godzilla 2000 proved that Godzilla's core identity still resonated with fans. It opened the door for the Millennium series to explore bold, standalone interpretations of Godzilla, each one reinventing the lore in its own distinct way. In the year 2000, the Millennium era continued
Megaguirus.
Godzilla vs. Megaguirus,
Megaguirus.
a standalone alternate continuity that reimagined Japan's history with Godzilla. In this version, Japan develops a superweapon called the Dimension Tide, a satellite device capable of creating miniature black holes to wipe out Godzilla once and for all.
Damn.
This experiment unintentionally opens a rift that allows giant prehistoric insects to reemerge.
Bro, why? Okay, if they wait, wait a second. Let me run that back. Because if they had the tech to like,
Alternate continuity that reimagined Japan's history with Godzilla. In this version,
wow,
Japan
that's
develops
cool.
a superweapon called the Dimension Tide, a satellite device capable of creating miniature black holes to wipe out Godzilla.
Miniature black holes to specifically wipe out Godzilla.
Insects to reemerge, leading to the rise of Megaguirus, a massive queen dragonfly-like kaiju that
Oh.
feeds on energy and becomes a direct rival to Godzilla. The
Oh my
film
gosh.
emphasizes military technology and experimental sci-fi themes over traditional monster tropes. Godzilla's personality here is aggressive and territorial, while Megaguirus is swift, predatory, and almost parasitic, leading to a unique kaiju battle. The human side of the story centers on an anti-Godzilla strike unit seeking revenge, adding emotional stakes to the conflict.
Okay.
This film is remembered
Not
for
bad.
its unique monster choreography, practical effects, and its bold attempt to explore new science fiction ideas. It continued the Millennium
I like all of those. I like all of that.
film, allowing the franchise to stay fresh and experimental. In 2001, the Millennium era took a dramatic shift with Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, giant monsters all-out attack, often shortened to GMK. This film reimagines Godzilla as a malevolent, vengeful spirit created from the souls of those who died in World War II.
What?
Returning to punish modern Japan for forgetting its past. In this continuity, Mothra, King Ghidorah,
Whoa.
and Megagon are recreated as ancient guardian beasts destined to defend Japan from Godzilla's wrath.
Whoa.
Unlike other projects where Godzilla is neutral or just misunderstood, GMK portrays him as deliberately destructive and almost supernatural, with glowing white eyes and a relentless presence. The battles are intense and tragic, with the guardian monsters fighting not out of
I kind of like this. I like this take.
Godzilla leaves devastation in his wake.
I like that. Also, Ghidorah and Mothra are kind of the good guys here.
Revitalizing the Chimera franchise. GMK is widely regarded as one of the strongest and boldest reinterpretations of Godzilla's character, proving that the franchise could still deliver powerful thematic impact while reinventing itself for modern audiences.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
In 2002, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla brought the King of
Nice.
Monsters back in one of Toho's most inventive reimaginings yet. Directed by Masaki Tezuka, the
Damn.
film exists in an alternate timeline where only the 1954 Godzilla is canon.
Okay.
After decades of peace, a new Godzilla emerges to threaten Japan once more, prompting the government to construct a powerful biomechanical weapon built with the bones of the original Godzilla.
So they're made a Godzilla
When Godzilla
to
returns,
beat the Mecha Godzilla that they beat,
the original
or that they
monster
made.
within the
Wait.
machine awakens, causing it to go. In 2002, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla brought the King of Monsters back in one of Toho's most inventive reimaginings yet.
Cool.
Directed by Masaki Tezuka, the film exists in an alternate timeline where only the 1954 Godzilla is canon. After decades of peace, a new Godzilla emerges to threaten Japan once more, prompting the government to construct a powerful
Where did it emerge from?
weapon built with the bones of the original Godzilla, codenamed Kiryu. When Godzilla returns, Kiryu is unleashed, but the spirit of the original monster within the machine awakens, causing it to go berserk and remind humanity of the dangers of tampering with nature. The cast here was great. And they
What?
added
I'm so confused. Where did the Mecha Godzilla come from?
Godzilla against Mechagodzilla stood out for its sleek visual effects, impressive suit design, and
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say the suits are very nice, especially Mecha Godzilla. His suit is amazing.
classic Mechagodzilla elements with
Looks like a Gundam.
While not the highest-grossing Godzilla film of the era, it received strong praise for its tone, character-driven story, and spectacular battles.
Okay.
Directly into its sequel and cementing Kiryu's legacy as one of the most beloved Mechagodzillas in the franchise.
All right, Kiryu.
Released in 2003, Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
SOS. I like this title.
Mechagodzilla, continuing the Kiryu saga with even higher emotional stakes and spectacular action. Once again directed by Masaki Tezuka, the story picks up 1 year after Kiryu's first battle with Godzilla. Japan's nearly repaired the mechanical titan, but a new crisis emerges when the Shobijin warn humanity to return Godzilla's bones to the sea.
Shobijin are the two little twin girls.
Both Godzilla and Mothra return to Japan, resulting in a three-way clash that pushes Kiryu and his pilot to their limits.
Cool fire effect.
Visually, Tokyo SOS is
Wow.
polished entries in the Millennium series, blending practical effects and miniature work.
Yeah, yo.
The emotional highlight comes in Kiryu's final act of self-awareness, choosing to carry both himself and Godzilla into the ocean, allowing the monster's souls to finally rest. With its strong themes of respect for the dead, responsibility towards nature, and redemption, Godzilla Tokyo SOS became a fan favorite.
Wow.
The tale is one of the most heartfelt and masterfully executed films of the millennium.
I like that a lot of these stories have like an underlying narrative and have like an actual like message. Damn, this is a cool title card. Final Wars.
Godzilla Final Wars served as the grand finale
What the heck?
of the Millennium Era, a massive, over-the-top celebration of everything the franchise had built up to that point. Directed by Yuhei Kitamura, known for his hard-hitting action style, the film combined sci-fi, martial arts, and classic kaiju
Dude.
into one explosive crossover event. In this story, humanity's entered a new era of peace protected by the Earth Defense Force.
Bruh, this looks crazy.
Suddenly appear. They unleashed dozens of kaiju across the globe, including Rodan, Anguirus, King Caesar, and even the 1998 American Godzilla, rebranded as simply Zilla.
No way, Zilla.
Humanity's last hope becomes clear. They have to release the
America's got their own Godzilla.
prison. What follows is an all-out global rampage as Godzilla fights nearly every major monster from the franchise's history, culminating in a final showdown
That's a cool
with
shot.
Monster X, who transforms into Kaiser Ghidorah. The film features cameos
Kaiser Ghidorah. Bro, they're just making crazy shit up now.
soundtrack by Keith Emerson and a fast-paced, anime-inspired tone. Though divisive for its wild tone and stylized human action
It looks super stylized, by the way. I was gonna say 2004. I get it. All these colors.
massive, chaotic send-off of the Showa, Heisei, and Millennium eras before the franchise would go into hiatus for a decade.
Dang.
In 2014, the film simply titled Godzilla marked the triumphant return of the king.
Oh, I've never watched this, but I do know this movie.
Introducing Godzilla to a new generation with a grounded, realistic tone.
Okay.
Directed by Gareth Edwards, the film focused on atmosphere, scale, and humanity's insignificance in the face of nature's wrath. The story follows Navy officer Ford Brody as he becomes
There's a popular Japanese one too. I remember.
creatures known as Mutos awaken and begin wreaking havoc. Their emergence triggers the return of Godzilla. The
Mutos.
film's cast includes Bryan Cranston, best known
Yeah.
for playing Walter White in Breaking Bad, and his emotional performance as Joe Brody set a tragic.
Wow, they did well here.
Also featured was the legendary Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe.
Godzilla from 2014 emphasized a sense of awe and realism, using restrained camera angles and sound design to convey the creature's immense scale. Godzilla himself
Dude, the scale is crazy.
to his Toho roots, massive, reptilian, and regal, earning praise from longtime fans. Though some fans criticized the limited screen time of the monsters, the film was a critical and financial
I get it.
success.
I get it.
Grossed over $529 million worldwide.
Wow.
Its success revived mainstream interest in the franchise, leading to an expansive shared universe, firmly re-establishing Godzilla as a global cinematic icon. 2016's Shin Godzilla was a
Shin
full
Godzilla.
franchise. This was a complete reboot that returned Godzilla to his Japanese roots. The story follows Japan's government as they scramble to respond when Godzilla emerges from Tokyo Bay and devastates the city.
What the hell?
Bureaucracy, the film focuses
He
on
looks like a demon.
scientists desperately trying to understand and contain the creature, culminating in a plan to freeze it before it can evolve further. This version of Godzilla was grotesque, constantly evolving, and equipped with devastating atomic powers like a beam that cuts through Tokyo with surgical precision.
What?
The film also heavily draws from Japan's real-world experiences with the 2011 Fukushima disaster and Tohoku earthquake.
Oh, the earthquake.
Undertones, all the more powerful. Shin Godzilla was
Ah,
a massive success.
that is devastating, though. I get it. But that's crazy. This Godzilla looks crazy. He looks actually nasty.
Its mix of realism, social commentary, and horror-focused cinematography made it one of the most critically acclaimed Godzilla films ever.
Dude, I need to watch this. Shin Godzilla. Okay, we got just Godzilla.
2017's
Planet of the
Godzilla,
Monsters.
Planet of the Monsters was the first fully animated Godzilla film.
Okay, we got an animated one. Okay.
And the start of the Godzilla anime trilogy, produced by Toho Animation and Polygon Pictures.
Okay.
The film took Godzilla into uncharted territory. This was a sci-fi epic set thousands of years in the future, with a post-apocalyptic story. This show begins after humanity is forced to flee Earth when Godzilla and other kaiju make it uninhabitable. After 20,000 years pass, a small group of survivors return, only to discover that Godzilla is still alive and he's evolved into a colossal, seemingly indestructible force.
Oh, hell nah.
The film follows Captain Haruo Sakaki, a young
Where's the... Okay, I was going to say, where's the Godzilla?
as he leads a desperate mission to reclaim Earth from the monster that destroyed civilization.
Dude.
This version of Godzilla, known as Godzilla Earth, is the largest version of the creature ever.
Okay.
At 300 meters tall. Unlike traditional portrayals, he's a godlike
What
creature
the
with
shit?
metallic skin and the ability to manipulate electromagnetic energy. The film's tone is dark and philosophical.
Is this the strongest Godzilla?
And more on humanity's relationship with technology and nature. Planet of the Monsters had mixed reviews. It was praised for its visuals and ambition, but
Okay.
criticized for pacing and limited action. It was a bold
Fair.
experiment that expanded Godzilla's mythology into new territory.
Godzilla gotta have that action, dude. It's rooted in action. People think it's like, man,
Godzilla
sitting on the edge of battle.
trilogy, further
Okay.
deepening its dark sci-fi
The twins.
and expanding the mythology of a far future Earth ruled by Godzilla. Picking up immediately after the first film, Captain Haruo Sakaki and the surviving humans discovered that not all is
That looks like a Gundam.
They encounter descendants of humanity who worship a mysterious egg believed to be connected to Mothra. As Haruo regroups, the humans and their alien allies uncover the remnants of Mechagodzilla City, a self-replicating fortress created from the long-destroyed Mechagodzilla. Determined to defeat Godzilla Earth, the aliens considered fusing humans with the living metal to pilot powerful mecha weapons. But when Haruo realizes that this would cost them their humanity, he faces a moral dilemma. He can either destroy Godzilla or save what's left of
Yo, from a conceptual standpoint, I actually think that this is quite cool. But maybe it's just not executed very well.
and philosophical, asking whether mankind's obsession with domination through technology makes them any different from the monsters they fear.
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla Earth remains a distant but unstoppable force, a godlike
Damn.
entity whose presence drives the story's tension rather than the traditional kaiju combat.
Yeah, it's not like a... Yeah, I see.
Edge of Battle was praised
It's not like a battle anime.
for moral conflict, but divided fans for its slow pacing and minimal monster action.
Yeah, I get it. Seems like Godzilla's too OP to even fight in the first place. What?
2018's Godzilla the Planet Eater serves as the dramatic
The Planet Eater?
anime trilogy, bringing its saga to an apocalyptic After the destruction of Mechagodzilla City, humanity's alliance begins to fracture. An alien priest that guided Haruo since the beginning reveals his true motive: to summon his god, Ghidorah, a colossal extra-dimensional being worshipped as a destroyer of worlds.
Dude.
Godzilla Earth is drawn into battle with Ghidorah in a fight that transcends time and space.
Dude.
Meanwhile, Haruo realizes that Ghidorah represents the belief that humanity's extinction
Ghidorah's design, first of all.
begins to understand that humanity's worth lies in its will to endure, even against impossible odds. Visually, the Planet Eater embraces a surreal, dreamlike tone, with haunting music and kaiju sequences that have an otherworldly look to them. This godlike version of Ghidorah is one of the franchise's most abstract.
This is so cool.
Symbolizing humanity's submission to forces beyond comprehension. This film has bold themes but a relative lack of
Holy
depth,
shit.
causing fans to be divided, but it completed the trilogy as a thought-provoking finale. In the end, Haruo's sacrifice
Wow.
ensured that life
It looks beautiful. But the lack of action, I feel like they're baiting me here.
Godzilla ever made.
Wait, what did he say?
Causing fans to be divided, but it completed the trilogy as a thought-provoking finale.
Hmm.
In the end, Haruo's sacrifice ensured that life would continue, closing out one of the most ambitious and philosophical interpretations of Godzilla ever made.
Hey, I like it.
Released in 2019,
King of
Godzilla
Monsters.
was a direct sequel to Godzilla 2014 and a celebration of Toho's kaiju legacy.
Oh.
It embraced a more traditional monster movie tone than its predecessor. It was huge, emotional, and packed with kaiju battles. As Godzilla claims
Sequel to the Bryan Cranston one.
monsters. Set 5
How do I not
years
remember
after the
this?
end of Godzilla 2014, the story follows Dr. Emma Russell, a scientist who develops the Orca, a device capable of communicating with Titans. When she and her daughter Madison are abducted by eco-terrorists, they awaken King Ghidorah, who begins reshaping the Earth's ecosystem. To restore balance,
Ghidorah's in the Western one. Okay.
was capable of stopping Ghidorah. What follows is a global monster awakening, including Mothra, Rodan, and others.
Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah.
Godzilla, supercharged by a nuclear blast, defeats Ghidorah to reclaim his title as king.
Dude.
The film's visuals were awe-inspiring.
That's that girl. I know that girl.
Paid homage to classic Toho aesthetics while modernizing the look for Western audiences. King of the Monsters was a love letter to longtime fans, filled with Easter eggs and musical callbacks, including
Dude.
the original Godzilla theme. While critics were mixed on the human side of the story, audiences praised the action.
It seems, yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like there's action now.
The respect for Godzilla's lore. This film solidified Godzilla as the alpha titan of the monsterverse.
Nice. What the heck? What the heck?
19, Gojiban or Gojiban
Gojiban.
TV series that brought Godzilla
I do not like this. If I was a kid, I would find this terrifying.
destructive monsters seen in the films. This series reimagines Godzilla as a fun, approachable character who explores life
This is approachable.
solving alongside a cast of human and kaiju friends. The short episodes feature clever humor, interactive lessons, and occasional nods to classic kaiju,
Okay.
making it entertaining and educational for children. The show also features guest appearances from other monsters like Rodan and Mothra to spice things up. Gojiban was praised in Japan for successfully introducing Godzilla to a new generation, keeping the franchise relevant.
Rodan looks so scary.
Its continuing run demonstrates Godzilla's versatility, showing that the King of Monsters can terrify and entertain audiences of all ages.
Oh no, that's not Rodan, is it?
In 2020, Godzilla appears at Godzilla Fest, premiered as a short film celebrating Toho's annual fan event and the enduring legacy of the King of Monsters. Unlike traditional Godzilla films, this short was designed as a festival showcase, highlighting Godzilla in a project built around spectacle and
Cool.
story-driven narrative. The film features Godzilla making a grand appearance at the festival. This short paid homage to classic Godzilla films while celebrating the character in a lighthearted, fan-focused.
That is really cool though. It looks really well done.
2020, it reached audiences worldwide and reinforced Godzilla's continued relevance, showing that even in brief appearances, the King of Monsters can captivate and entertain.
Oh, this I have seen. Wow, another one I just completely forgot about. King Kong vs. Godzilla. This is a recent one. I've seen this.
Marking the climax of Legendary's Monsterverse up to that point. Directed by Adam Wingard, the film delivered a spectacle-driven, globe-spanning adventure where humanity finds itself caught between two unstoppable forces of nature. The story follows Godzilla, whose sudden and unexplained attacks on cities sparks global panic, and Kong, the last
Oh,
destroying
this is a sequel.
island to confront him. Meanwhile, several humans uncover a shadowy corporate plot orchestrated by Apex Cybernetics, who want to control
Not a sequel. It's a third one.
the film's main
Trilogy.
centers on epic battles between Godzilla and Kong, culminating in an alliance against the monstrous Mechagodzilla, a robotic creation made to assert human dominance over the Titans.
Nice.
The fight sequences combine practical suitmation, large-scale CGI, and dynamic camera
Where's the
work,
practical
creating
suitmation?
visually impressive kaiju battles in film history. The cast did an excellent job handling the emotional stakes of the story, making the human struggles to survive feel grounded and believable.
Wow.
The film was both a critical and commercial success, grossing over $470 million worldwide. This movie showed that the MonsterVerse can
Damn.
become a modern kaiju powerhouse. Godzilla vs. Kong
Damn.
not only delivered on fan expectations, but also set the stage for the next.
I mean, if I went to go watch it, I get it.
MonsterVerse.
Yeah. Oh, see, now this is suitmation. Now this is what I'm talking about.
Release of Godzilla vs.
Hedorah.
Celebrating the 50th anniversary of the classic 1971 movie of the same name. This reimagining brought the toxic, pollution-based
Yeah.
monster Hedorah into the modern age.
Dude.
Dynamic and visual,
I kind of like the OG Hedorah a bit more.
the short showcases Godzilla's iconic power and atomic breath as he battles the ever-morphing, hazardous creature, emphasizing spectacle and classic kaiju action instead of a complex human narrative.
Yeah.
This short paid homage to the original Hedorah film, while giving fans a fresh take on one of Godzilla's most unusual enemies. It premiered as part of Fest Godzilla 2021,
Nice.
entertaining fans with its bright, chaotic energy and environmental undertones, showing that even decades later, Godzilla remains a powerful symbol of being
Still the GOAT.
The short was celebrated for its creativity, faithful nods to Toho's history, and ability to balance nostalgia with modern effects, reinforcing the ongoing.
I like the set design.
Godzilla series and Godzilla's
Whenever it goes to the U.S. market, they do not like the practical sets at all.
Also in 2021, Godzilla
Singular Point.
ambitious, fully animated series that
Nice.
redefined Godzilla for a new generation. Unlike previous films or live-action shows, this
Wow.
project combines science fiction, mystery, and complex character-driven
Looks like an anime.
blending cutting-edge animation with classic kaiju spectacle. The story follows a group of young
Wow.
scientists and engineers as they investigate strange, reality-warping phenomena linked to a newly awakened Godzilla. This version of Godzilla is formidable, both intellectually and physically, representing an ever-evolving threat that challenges humanity's understanding of nature and physics. Along the way, the protagonists encounter a lot of other kaiju, each one
Yeah.
connected to the mysterious energy known as anomaly points. This series is notable for its hybrid animation style, combining traditional 2D character work with 3D
With some
CGI.
3D CGI. Look at that. Some cool scenes.
Draws heavily on scientific theory and physics, giving it a unique intellectual angle
Wow.
apart from previous Godzilla projects. Godzilla's Singular Point was praised for its complex plot, character development, and striking visuals, earning acclaim from longtime fans and newcomers.
Wow.
Its ongoing run continues to expand Godzilla's mythology. In 2022, Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex
Gigan Rex is a sick name.
Godzilla series, bringing together classic kaiju action with modern effects for fans of all ages. This installment focused on
Okay.
Godzilla facing a terrifying new version of Gigan.
Wow.
Into the deadly Gigan Rex, whose enhanced claws, jet
Wow.
cybernetic augmentation,
They made Gigan really cool looking.
when Gigan Rex attacks, Godzilla rises to confront him, delivering spectacular battles across
Dude.
landscapes and digital environments. The short emphasized fast-paced monster action, and it's a pure spectacle. This film utilized classic
How does freaking
while at the same time incorporating modern
He's blue here.
styles. Fans love the new upgrade to Gigan, resulting in a visually striking battle that remains.
How the hell does he beat him?
Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex was released during Fest Godzilla 2022 and received praise for its thrilling action, nostalgic callbacks, and celebration of Toho's monster legacy. This short reinforced Godzilla's status as an unstoppable force while keeping the kaiju universe vibrant
Dude.
and engaging for fans worldwide.
Man, I'm still once again. They still keep the suits. They still keep these sets.
Godzilla Fest 3
Gigan attacks. Okay, so this is a regular Gigan.
Short film that was part of Toho's ongoing Best Godzilla series, celebrating the franchise's legacy. This installment brought
Nice.
Godzilla's most iconic foes, Gigan, back to the spotlight as he battled the King of Monsters. In this project, Gigan attacks the city.
Oh, they're going full practical.
Godzilla rises to defend humanity. This short featured fast-paced kaiju action and explosive special effects, delivering the intense action fans expect from a
Dude.
Godzilla battle, while keeping the narrative concise and spectacle-driven. Produced with a combination of classic and modern special effects, this project added cool new touches to Gigan's design, making him look even more menacing and dynamic.
I like, you know what? As much as the last Gigan's design was nice,
Godzilla project to be excited about.
I just like the suits.
In 2023, Godzilla Minus One premiered as a highly anticipated theatrical
Is this the Japan? Is this the one in Japan?
dark, serious tone of the original 1954 film.
Dude, I heard this one's fire.
Miyazaki, the film reimagines Godzilla as an overwhelming force of nature, devastating post-war Japan and confronting humanity with the full scale of his destructive power. The story follows a group of survivors as they struggle to cope with Godzilla's sudden emergence.
Oh, it's post-World War.
Collapse caused by the monster. Unlike lighter or spectacle-driven entries, this film emphasizes human drama and realism, echoing the original film's anti-nuclear themes while
Yeah.
exploring new psychological and societal impacts of Godzilla's appearance. The cast features prominent Japanese actors who deliver grounded performances that anchor the film's epic destruction with human emotion. Godzilla's design is imposing and terrifying, blending traditional suitmation-inspired aesthetics with modern visual effects to create a creature that's
Wow.
familiar but terrifying. Godzilla Minus One was praised for its gritty atmosphere, visual style, and serious
It didn't. Godzilla didn't even have an enemy in this one.
longtime fans alike. Its release proved that the King of Monsters can still inspire fear more than 70 years
Ah.
after its debut.
I don't really like those kinds of movies where it's like, is this like the grounded in with the humans? I want to see the monsters fight.
It's called Godzilla vs. Megalon, bringing one of Godzilla's most iconic
Megalon,
villains
nice.
back into the spotlight.
Megalon looks cool as shit, dude.
Megalon, the giant insect kaiju, in a fast-paced, action-packed battle.
He looks amazing.
Megalon emerges from the depths to wreak havoc on a coastal city, and Godzilla rises to confront him, unleashing his atomic breath and overwhelming power in a showdown that's pure spectacle.
Ugh. Oh my gosh.
Much like previous shorts, this film was made with a mix of classic Toku techniques and modern technology,
Okay.
while refining Megalon's design to be more threatening than ever. Godzilla vs. Megalon entertained the fan base and continued the success of Toho's Godzilla short films.
Dun, dun,
Next up was another
dun,
short called Godzilla
dun,
Fest 4 Operation
dun,
Jet Jaguar. This film
dun,
brought back
dun,
the King of
dun,
Monsters,
dun,
a
dun.
project that leaned into the nostalgia and spectacle that the series had become known for.
Wait a second.
First, Megalon entertained the fan base and continued
Hold
the
the phone.
success of Toho's Godzilla short films. Next up was another short called Godzilla Fest 4
Jet
Operation
Jaguar.
This film brought back the King of Monsters in a project that leaned into the nostalgia and spectacle that the series had become known for. The
Nice.
story follows Godzilla as he faces a threat to a Japanese city, only to be joined by Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar.
a robot from the Showa era. Together they fight to protect humanity, delivering a fun and action-packed
Jet Jaguar's suit is actually kind of underrated.
monster films. Premiering during Godzilla Fest 4, this fast-paced short film paid homage to Toho's long legacy, and it was a respectful callback to the Showa era. In 2023, Monarch
Legacy of Monsters.
a live-action TV series that expanded on the universe established in Legendary's MonsterVerse. The show follows the Monarch organization, a
What?
scientific group dedicated to studying and monitoring titans around the world, as they uncover new threats and confront the ongoing consequences of humanity's encounters with these ancient creatures. The series focuses on a mix of returning and new characters, including scientists, field agents, and titan specialists, whose discoveries bring them face-to-face with massive monsters, from Godzilla himself to all new kaiju. Each episode balances human drama with huge titan encounters, highlighting the danger, awe, and mystery surrounding these powerful creatures. Produced and filmed in a similar way to Legendary's MonsterVerse movies, this series maintains the epic scale and visual intensity of the
This is
films
pretty
while
cool.
exploring stories that wouldn't fit in a
It's a
theatrical
TV show series too.
treated to nods and Easter eggs from the broader MonsterVerse, creating a sense of continuity and expanding the mythology of Godzilla, Kong, and their fellow titans.
I actually would like to watch. This looks cool.
The series builds upon the Monsterverse, ensuring that Godzilla's reign as the king of monsters continues across both the big and small screens.
That looked interesting.
2024, Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire was released as part of Legendary's Monsterverse, continuing
There was a second one.
building since 2014. Directed by Adam Wingard, the film brings together two of cinema's most iconic monsters for another globe-spanning adventure, combining high-stakes action with world-building that expands the history of the Titans. The story follows Godzilla and Kong as they confront a new mysterious threat that emerges from the depths
Dude.
of Hollow Earth, challenging their dominance.
How the hell did I know this?
Returning characters and new allies are caught in the chaos, working to survive while uncovering secrets about Titan origins and the fragile balance of nature. The film features over-the-top battles across miniature cities, massive landscapes, and subterranean worlds, blending practical effects, motion capture, and CGI to deliver spectacle on an unprecedented scale.
Unprecedented scale.
Kong's strength are pushed to their limits, while new Titans add danger and excitement to the monsterverse.
Damn.
Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire was well received for its excellent action sequences and emotional stakes,
What the heck?
strengthening the franchise's reputation even further. Its release set the stage for the next era of Titan storytelling, reinforcing Godzilla and Kong as the ultimate icons of cinematic monster culture.
Cool. That looked good. That looked really good. I didn't even know there was a sequel. I thought there was only one.
Installment brought together multiple fan-favorite kaiju for a huge
Battle Fest of Monsters 2024.
Godzilla as he faced off against some of his most iconic
Nice.
When several monsters emerge simultaneously, Godzilla rises to confront them, unleashing his atomic breath
Ghidorah.
and fast-paced
Ghidorah's cool, bruh.
that pay homage to the classic
Underrated monster. I mean, I wouldn't say underrated.
short showcases monster action and spectacle with minimal human narrative, focusing entirely on Godzilla
I like that.
as the king of monsters.
I like that.
Battle of the Monsters reaffirmed Godzilla's lasting legacy, proving that even in a brief
Jet Jaguar got bodied.
the king of monsters can absolutely dominate screens and captivate audiences worldwide.
G0.0.
Recently announced
Godzilla minus zero.
Godzilla Minus One. This film is expected to continue with the dark and gritty style of
Oh, it's a sequel.
pay homage to the tone and style of the 1954 classic. While details are
Guys, I would like to check this out. I'm gonna check out minus one.
fans around the world a grounded and realistic film to look forward to. So after 70 years of destruction and awe-inspiring terror, Godzilla has firmly established himself as a global cinematic icon and an absolute legend.
Man.
He's battled with and against many of the most famous kaiju in the world, captivating audiences and asserting his dominance with every film. Godzilla has become loved by fans of all ages, and he's cemented himself as the unquestioned king of monsters. But I want to know what your favorite Godzilla memory is in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, it would mean a lot to me if you smack the shit out of that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Y'all, that was the complete history of Godzilla. Holy shit. Very, very interesting, actually. I feel like you guys could probably tell how invested I was in this. When it comes to just a cinematic standpoint, I feel like this has inspired movies from a global scale, on a global scale. From any monster movie that I've ever been able to like experience, I feel like a hint of Godzilla is there. And that just goes to show that like once a product is established and you can do many things and you experiment with it and you try different things out and it becomes almost embedded in your culture a little bit, then the diversity and the inspiration comes in many different forms. And I think that's super, super inspiring in general. When it comes to just the actual effects and the fighting and just the choreography and stuff, obviously amazing. I think that for me I like the campiness of the actual practical suits. It has a charm that is not too goofy but also not too serious. I feel like when you go straight full CG, you're almost taking yourself a little too seriously in terms of like the cinematics of it all. You kind of have to keep it a darker tone. I feel like when it is a practical suit, you have a little more flexibility, and you can take advantage of that. Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this, Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.